Investigators say last July, Camp Mystic's executive director, Dick Eastland, used a variety of weather apps to gauge the severity of the impending July 4th storms. However, the camp was inadequately prepared for what happened. Kevin Reese has the latest after an investigative hearing.
That's the water line that got to bubble in.
Monday, we saw their faces and heard their names again.
These are the occupants of Bubble Inn. Every single person in this photograph died.
Saw the SUV camp director Dick Eastland and 3 other girls were found in 100 yards downriver.
We all fell out of the window and the water started rushing in.
We heard the voices of 2 survivors swept downstream more than a mile.
And I went underwater and almost drowned.
And heard the investigator who has interviewed 150 survivors detail why so much went so horribly wrong.
This was heroic, no question about it. I mean, and they needed to get to higher ground, but it wasn't a plan.
This hearing of a joint House and Senate investigating committee is the next step in assigning blame, identifying solutions.
I'm struggling with competing emotions of sadness and anger.
Anger that has Camp Mystic facing multiple civil lawsuits as it proposes reopening a portion of the camp this summer. Lieutenant Governor Dan Patrick is urging the camp's operating permit be denied, and the state telling Camp Mystic this month its emergency plan, even now, is deficient.
There was a deep failure, a profound failure.
Investigators also faulted the local and state response. Too slow, too uncoordinated. But at Camp Mystic, said counselors had no emergency training. There was no evacuation plan.
You're powerful people that can answer this call to action, and every single one of the people in this room and listening are hungry for that action.
Testimony continues Tuesday as lawmakers decide when and if and with what changes a place like Camp Mystic can even consider opening again. In Dallas, I'm Kevin Reese.